Hey guys, my name is Victoria Oliver and welcome back to my channel, Bound Twin Mom. My husband Ryan is here joining us for this awesome video that we're going to do about everything
for free.
Woo! Free. So that is our favorite price, and we're going to talk about how to score diapers, formula, clothes,
photo shoot,
everything for free.
$3.99.
So let us get started with the baby shower, because it all kind of starts at the baby shower, because you want to register for things that you actually need. And down below, we're going to link that video, and that's pretty much what we feel is essential items for your baby shower.
Because what happens is you get like 4 of the things you ask for and 50 of the things you don't. And then it takes up space in the cellar, and then before you know it, Dad is tripping on them over and over again in the middle of the night.
Right, so keep the tags on everything, because you'll find that there's certain items that you could return back to the store and then just get a gift card and then get the things that you actually need for pretty much free.
Yeah, diapers, all that other stuff. I mean, it may not be at the best price, but it still is free, you know.
So do that for sure. Another thing...
My favorite thing is the video. Not video, photos.
The photo. So I kind of just randomly did this, and I didn't really think it was going to happen, but we scored a free newborn photo shoot, which typically goes for $500 and sometimes to like $1,000. You'll pay for that. And I would definitely recommend getting the photo shoot done because it's awesome.
Yeah. Pictures, to us, there's nothing more valuable than pictures, for sure.
So what I did was before my kids were born, I knew I was pregnant, I knew when I was expecting them, and I just messaged a bunch of photographers in the area saying, I'm having twins and I would like to basically model for you as a newborn photo shoot, and then you could use those photos on your website or wherever, and then we'll get
I didn't think it was going to work.
Right, but we had like 2, maybe even 3 photographers that said, yeah, we'll definitely take you up on that.
Just about everyone, actually.
Yeah, and so what we did was we looked through the websites and we picked Rachel Black with rowan berries and lavender.
Big shout out.
Yeah, and here are her photos. So please check them out. They are awesome.
Beyond awesome. These photos I would easily pay $1,000 for, and I don't want to say I'm cheap, I'm frugal. I know how hard it is to make money, so I would spend $1,000 on these. And even better was she text messaged us like 6 months later and was like, do you guys want to do another photo shoot? And we're like, hell yes we do.
Yeah. Well, correction, it was a 3-month photo shoot, okay. But even still, it was down by the river. It was beautiful, beautiful.
And the kids didn't even smile once. They cried.
They cried the whole time.
But she still got like probably 15 awesome photos.
I had a feeling it was going to be like a scrapped photo shoot, but she just surprised us.
And honestly, if you just get that for free, it is so beyond worth it to have professional photos done. And I mean, we have some pretty good photography equipment, but you can't get the same type of stuff with your family and angles, and some of our stuff is in the water. I mean, it's just so different when a professional whom has a lot of talent does it.
Right. So definitely take the time before your twins are born and message those photographers and see what you can score. It's certainly worth it.
Yeah, and then starting when they're born, it all starts at the hospital.
Yes.
And I'll tell them about it because this was a little bit more of my master plan than hers. Her being a former pediatric nurse, she told me, hey, you know, if the nurses and whatnot, they open like a pack of diapers or a pack of wipes or whatever the heck they're doing, pack of formulas, well, they're going to throw it out, so they'll give it to you.
Yep.
So we ended up having quite a few open packs of newborn diapers, and thank God we did.
Preemie.
Yeah, preemie diapers. Preemie diapers.
Our kids are super tiny.
Super tiny, and you would think because there's less material in the diaper it would be cheaper. No, because it's niche.
They are like specialty diapers.
They're like $1 a diaper.
They are so expensive. So if you can get even one of these diapers for free.
And you can because you got 2 kids and you guilt them.
Right.
You say, hey, can we get it? I think we're running low.
Yeah, I think I need another package of those diapers.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan, did you notice that we were running low on those wipes over there?
I didn't notice that, but thank God we did now.
Hey, do you mind if you could grab us another, pack of diapers?
Or two, because we got 2 kids.
So they do.
Yeah, have no shame with that too, because they're making big bucks. You know what I mean? They're going and they're charging you, $30,000 for a C-section?
Pretty much your
that.
insurance is probably paying this, but in a way you can kind of score some extra.
Yeah, that's something
stuff.
too. Make sure you know what you're getting paid for, because you can actually get free extra time if you're aware of it. I think with, our insurance was you get 4 days, but we were only kind of prepared to stay 2. And we ended up staying that time.
Well, it depends on the type of pregnancy or the type of delivery you have. With a C-section, I think you have 4 days. And make sure you find out exactly what time that starts. Whether, if you get there and you deliver at 2 a.m., does that count as a whole day? Or when your day starts. Just really do your research on that, so that way you don't go over, because we are total budget people. So we really wanted to stay under budget or in budget. And another thing is, when you are at the hospital, you can also take home the little bottles that they give you, because they're going to be throwing all of that out when you leave.
Yeah.
Little bottles. I also was pumping at the hospital, so all my extra tubing, just take it, because it might fit your pump at home, and that's just another pair or another extra tubing that you don't have to pay for at home.
Now, one thing I would advise, and this is because
and formula too. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
And formula, because they give you the pre-packaged formula and you don't use it all.
Yeah, but it's kind of weak. They give you 4 bottles.
They don't give you a lot, but still, anything counts.
Now, speaking of formula, when you do get home, she hit a home run out of the park. She joined all these twin support groups from Facebook and made all these twin mommy friends, and that was pretty much one of the keys to getting stuff free for us.
Right. So making friends with twin parents is great, because you can have, you can do
play dates.
Sorry, I'm
losing my mind. That was one thing, because we had one friend give us hey, so much stuff for cheap. That is, but this is about free. Yeah,
free.
We got this twin seating that is so good, free. Would have been $200.
One of my twin mommy friends noticed that this table for 2 went up online, and one of the parents in the twin support group was just giving it away for free. And she messaged her and said, hey, I have a twin friend who just had newborns.
I think that same woman later on gave us 2 bumbos.
2 bumbos for free. Also, you can definitely borrow a lot of stuff too.
That's the best way, because you don't have to sell it at the end. You don't have to put it away in case you have another kid, because you're giving it back to somebody. It's a lease that you don't pay for, and that's a home run.
Yeah, it's still free, and it'll keep your kids occupied while you have it. So
we have this jumpy thing that probably takes up, 50 square feet in our living room. But Mila loved it in the beginning, but she's starting to not.
I think she's getting big.
Perfect time to give it right on back, say thank you. And that was really cool that we got to borrow so much of that stuff. And being part of those groups, it was nice for support for you too. You know what I mean?
And you score free things, so it's a win-win.
And we also heard about. I remember you telling me that they kind of told you which free samples to sign up for.
Yeah, so I actually heard from one of my twin mommy friends to join the multiples program. And
best thing going besides the photography.
So when you go to your pediatrician, once your kids are born, ask them about the multiples program and that you want to sign up for it. And we did, and we got a huge box.
Yeah, no, 2 cases. It came in one box, but it was 2 full cases of the chunky big tub formula.
The tubs of formula.
And it's free.
And it was all free.
But be careful, caution, is because we got this for free with Enfamil, and we're this is unbelievable. But what happened is
our kids started to have
acid reflux, so now they couldn't use Enfamil. Matter of fact, that was the only formula they couldn't use. So we ended up having to get rid of that, which was sad, because it was it must have been 10 or
crazy.
tubs.
But someone else got a great deal on that on Marketplace.
I know.
We ended up
but so see what they like. And maybe the best way to do it is, because I know you signed up for a lot of those free samples that come in the mail from Gerber and Similac and Enfamil, and they give you coupons and stuff, but they'll actually send you free samples. So maybe seeing how it they react to it in retrospect would have been the better thing to do for us, because then we could have said, okay, they've been good for 2 months on Enfamil, let's go with Enfamil, or geez, they're throwing up. Also too, one thing I forgot about is check with your insurance, because we have pretty good insurance, and this buddy from my work had a child who had acid reflux, but he required like, I think it was like the most stringent.
Because he had a milk allergy.
Yeah, milk allergy
So medical diagnosis, and they were able to get free formula via their insurance.
Free.
Free.
For as long as the kid has it, and I'm sure the kid has it.
Yeah.
But of course, Mila and Lincoln are one step down. Total
yeah,
comfort.
they just had the reflux, so yeah, we had to go with Similac Total Comfort. But
the multiples program, so you're just going to tell your doctor about it and tell all your friends about it too, because this is like unbelievable. It's like a quick $200 you're saving, and it gives you a real head start. Like, you probably don't have to buy formula because at that body weight, they're only eating it for like a couple months.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of free formula too, when you're at your doctor's, they do get free samples there. And that's what we love to do. Like, if we were running low, or we were like, man, we really have to go to the store or get some for free or get some for cheap on Marketplace, we would ask our pediatrician, and she'd say, yeah, we have like a bunch of extras in the back, let me get them for you. And that was free.
That would be another way to try out and do the sampling. You know what I mean? That's probably the better way than waiting in the mail for it. But yeah, that's one thing too. And our doctor was so cool because she knew we had twins, and she knew like the multiples program wasn't going to kick in for like, I don't know, 6 weeks. She'd be like, oh yeah, here's 8 cans. You know what I mean? And now we probably go through a can in 10 minutes, especially with Lincoln, but
yeah. So we mentioned this in another video about how to get things for cheap, but if you join a YMCA, they do give you 2 hours of free childcare. And that is priceless because it gives you 2 hours of no crying, and you can go work out.
And maybe you like want to talk with your wife, or be like this, I'm sorry for being so mean to you. I'm sorry for being so mean to you.
Yeah,
I love you. We're going to get through this. It's going to be okay.
Yeah. So that was a really big one. And I would definitely recommend, if you have any YMCAs in the area, to check that out.
Or other things. Your gym might offer it.
That's true.
I'm sure there are community centers and stuff that do that. And I know we're just scratching the surface with this stuff, but this is the stuff that we got for free. And we wanted to tell you about it because no one told us about it. And we're pretty savvy, So keep digging. And also, too, at the end, we're going to ask you for likes and comments. So leave those comments because, we'll always be adding to this, and other people could really benefit from it.
We gotta help each other out. We gotta stick together.
And speaking of helping out, if someone asks you to help out, you take it. Mama says, oh, I want to go watch the kids. That wasn't exactly what this mama was willing to do at first.
Yeah, as a first-time mom, it's really difficult to accept help from others. You just really want to do everything yourself, but let's be honest, when you've got twins, you just can't handle it all on your own. And so I realized pretty quickly on that I had to accept the help when
food, that was really helpful.
People would offer to cook. That was a really big one, just like you mentioned.
Bring over diapers a lot of the time, which helps.
Or they'd be like, is there something that you're needing from the store? I could go pick it up for you. I mean, keep a list on your refrigerator of things that you're running low on or that you need, whatever it might be.
Because you're just trying to survive, especially in the first 3 months. I don't care what
you're running on no sleep, so sleep is the number one thing that you need.
Oh, yeah. I mean, all in all, it happens so fast. Like, the kids grow so fast. I mean, which I think brings us to our last point is hand-me-downs are the greatest thing going.
My goodness.
Because the kids grow so fast, why buy it?
The kids.
It's the kids.
The clothes are basically like new. Because kids grow so fast that the clothes that you're getting from other people as hand-me-downs, they probably only use them for like a month or 2.
Half the hand-me-downs we got had tags on it, by the way, because everybody gets so much stuff.
Yeah, especially from their baby shower, and maybe they didn't return them.
Yeah, and you're not going anywhere. You're going a little bit of places in the beginning, but for the most part, it's such a pain. You're so tired, you haven't slept, you're worried about the babies being cold. You're not leaving, so you're not dressing them up in these 3 pieces with a little bow. So, I mean, we got a lot of cute outfits that were used if once, which was awesome.
Exactly.
And all the different seats and carriers and stuff like that. Like, these people were so happy to give it to us.
Because they just wanted it out of their garage, out of their basement. And I totally get it, because when you've got kids, you just have a ton of stuff laying around. And you just need to declutter.
It's a walking hazard. Like, if you don't have health insurance,
But
you could be in a lot of trouble.
But ask around, seriously, because you know, we know a bunch of people who have had kids before us, and they were more than happy to give us free stuff.
And almost all of them were like, no, really, thank you. Like, I thought I was imposing on these people, but they're like, listen, this is so good. My wife's been like holding on to this, but we're not having any more kids. Or my husband won't clean out the garage. This will give me an excuse to get him out there. I mean, it's good things.
What kind of things did we get for free? We got a stroller for free, a twin stroller, the baby jogger stroller.
Yeah.
Those are really expensive.
Yeah.
We got, at work, I mentioned something, and someone gave me like a free car seat, and then we ended up getting another car seat for really cheap.
And so we just bought like the base for that one. And they don't expire for a few years, so it was a really good one, and it was great. I know high chair, I got like the strappable high chairs in.
Free high
I
chair.
mean, there's so much stuff about it, and you talk to, and especially like the community, like the twin community, the stuff is even bigger. So they're willing to get rid of it sooner because it takes up more space.
For sure,
You
yeah.
know?
And those are things, you know, obviously essentials that you're going to need, like 2 car seats. You're going to need 2 high chairs. Things like that you're going to have doubles of. So don't worry if they're not exactly the same, because if you've got like one high chair that like pulls up to the table and the other one that attaches to the
straps
table,
on.
like it might be helpful to have one of each.
So today's video just covered stuff that was free. If you want to check out our other video about stuff on how to save money and financially survive with having twins, please check it out. We'll link it below because that can help. That can help hedge stuff when it's not fully free.
And if you haven't subscribed yet to Bomb Twin Mom, please do right down below and give us a thumbs up for this video.
2 thumbs up.
If you like it. And then Ryan knows that there is some kind of bell. We're
Ding.
straight up newbies.
Yeah. So click the bell, and I believe it notifies you when we post new stuff.
Yeah.
And since this is our time to get away from the kids, expect new stuff.
We're going to be posting quite a bit.
So thank you for watching, guys.
All right, take care.